Rabbi Trepp is probably one of a kind. He's like this English rabbi who's lived in like Austin for like 20 years, and he, he can make anyone feel special. He's such an outgoing like person.
He's quite a personality. He. I'm gonna make a movie about it one day, and whoever I cast is gonna win an Oscar.
I sometimes say the house on Salado is probably the four holiest walls of West Campus. That home has nothing but positivity and love in it. There has been no spiritual or religious leader I've met that has had that love and understanding and acceptance that Trepp has. That might make it sound a little bit cultish, now that I say that.
Before we make Kiddush, one of the acoustics in here are really, really rough. It's very, very hard for our voices to carry. So for all those who are banging, make sure that the singing is even louder than the banging. Otherwise, all we hear is banging. We want to hear singing also. So the banging we love, but sing even louder. That's all. That way it's not just a whole room of people banging and no voices. With that, I think we're ready to bring in Shabbos. So let's sanctify the day and make it holy.
Hello, my name's Severin Lukic. My first introduction to Rabbi Trepp and Olami. At first I was like very like, oh, this guy is kind of hippy-dippy for me. It doesn't even seem like a religious setting at all. You're in a house, a bunch of people are singing and, dancing and like schmoozing. When you think of like a religious setting, you don't really think of that. Like people being so like energetic and vibrant.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Cohen. So I remember the first Shabbat I went to Olami, I followed their page on Instagram and they said what time the happy hour would be. And of course, me being on time for everything, I show up there. I'm literally the only person in the house. I think Rabbi Trepp had actually just like come out of the shower. He spoke to me briefly and then I waited like what seemed like an eternity for like someone else to finally show up and for things to get going. I guess that's kind of like the first time I ever really understood what the phrase Jewish time meant.
And Rebbe's and Abrams, next week, please don't only put where we're going to be, please put a time too. That way people know what time to come.
Good idea.
Okay, Rachel, the floor's yours.
Post of the time also?
Maybe we should put a post just for the
That
time.
would be new. That would be new.
Yeah.
Look, of course I've been to Shabbat dinners and Kabbalah Shabbat services in my life, but I've really never been to something like what they provided Olami on Friday nights, with all of the l'chaims, all the food, the liquor, everyone's at a table. It felt very homey, very brotherly.
That was almost as beautiful as Krakow.
When we were in Poland 2 years ago was when I decided I wanted to start keeping kosher. I wanted to keep Judaism alive, and I realized there's not many of us. There's even less of us that are religious. I want to keep our traditions alive. The vibes during Kabbalah Shabbat, specifically Veishamru, I never felt this when I was growing up. There was no true joy out of it until I went to Rabbi Trepp's. I have actually seen Rabbi Trepp get very upset over people correcting other people. Oh, this is how you do it. He doesn't care how you do something. He cares that you want to do it. Because if you want to do it, it means you care about Hashem. It means you care.
My name's Cohen Krinwolge. I'm the Shabbos boy. So Friday night to Saturday night, that's Shabbat, the Jewish Sabbath. And I believe it's the Talmud lays out, and the Torah to an extent, they lay out rules about what you can and cannot do on Shabbat. But the Shabbos goy is the non-Jew that's there to, flip the light switch or turn on the microwave or adjust the power setting on the slow cooker, adjust the fans or the air conditioners. But what was really interesting to me was that they cannot, the Shabbos goy cannot be commanded or told specifically what to do. So the community kind of drops little hints sometimes, like, "Hey, what do you think the mood would be like if we turned on the lights in that corner?" Or, "Does it feel a little stuffy in here?" It's a little kind of things like that. It's really fun, I think. Getting absorbed in this community that had absolutely no reason to absorb me in, I love it. I love it. It's no work at all. It's no task at hand. It's just part and parcel of Rabbi Trepp and the network.
All right, Rebson Abrahams is now going to inspire and be inspired by all the holy women of Austin, Texas. And Rabbi Abrahams is going to lead all the men, with Severan's help, with Mariv.
Rabbi Trepp really wants students to be leading everything, so I lead the prayers and stuff like that.
It's 130 or 339.
And there's only conversations with God.
It does bother me when people disrupt. They don't come for the service at all, which I think is such a waste. It's so beautiful, so gorgeous, so fun. And so, they're missing out on that, and then they're coming for the second half, which is fine. People can enjoy their meals, whatever, do whatever they want, talk to their friends. But, it would be nice if they just gave us a minute to finish up what we're doing.
I have one request of all of you. I noticed something very interesting, that we have the most incredible Friday night service you can find anywhere across the world. And I know that because students of ours have graduated UT and gone to the most Jewish of places across the world, let it be Jerusalem, Brooklyn, London, or Johannesburg. And to say they can't find a Friday night service like they have in Austin, Texas. So that's what I hear about people that leave Austin. But then I noticed something about people that live in Austin, that we have our core group that rock like you can't imagine during Friday night service. And then the rest of the community come after the service for an amazing, delicious Friday night dinner, which I love. Can I have a few minutes of quiet, please? A few minutes of quiet. Because this is a request which I really, really, really feel so sincerely, the depths of my heart. I love it when I see every single one of you. I don't care if it's 5 minutes or 5 hours. I don't care if it's once a week or once a month. When I see you, I am sincerely happy. But when we are almost finished our service and then everyone starts pouring in, and I feel that everyone's coming from their services in other places, and I'm sure they're great. But I don't know how to say this. Can for 1 week everyone do services here and then go for dinner at Rabat Hillel? For 1 week. 1 week.
Someone once came over to me and asked me what it's like